Sin drains your motivation to do anything, right? To go work, to go get a job. Those are fruitful things. Those are good things. When I lived in sin, I was homeless and I didn't want to work and I didn't want to go do things and hard things. Before I was a kid, I went around and did a lot of hard things. But then when I lived in more sin, pornography, alcohol, drugs, it took away my motivation to do anything. And I just want to sit down and watch TV all day and watch other things I shouldn't be watching and do nothing and eat chips and Cheetos and all that stuff. But then when I started getting free of sin through Christ's help and his grace alone, his help, his grace, his righteousness helped me get up, helped me want to go do hard things again, like work out, like eat healthy, like love my wife, my kids, makes me want to go back to work, makes me want to actually go fix my yard and finally do that yard work, makes me actually want to go love my enemies, right? Be around in fellowship. When you're free of sin, right? You have that, as Jesus says, childlikeness. I say there's a difference. Childlikeness is different from childishness, right? We know what childishness is, right? The tantrums and all that, the blaming and all that. But childlikeness is that willingness to like spring out of bed like my kids do and like go, like, what are we going to do today, Dad? And I'm like, you got a lot more energy than me. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Jesus says, you'll know the truth and the truth will set you free. Jesus has set me free from sin. And now I spring out of bed like a young turkey, and I'm like telling my kids, get up, get up, get up. And they're like, we're still sleeping. They're not in sin. They just are not going to bed on time. Or they're eating a lot of candy and we're trying to work on their diet. But it's just like, I'm like, let's go, wife. And she's like, why is he so excited? Because I'm free of sin. Amen. I want to love again, right? I want to hope again. I want to do hard things again. I want to meet new people again, right? I want to love my enemies. This is a life that's free from sin. But a life that's in bondage to sin, it's this habitual complaining, which is even more draining. Complete isolation. Isolation is good in part when you're spending time with the Lord. Amen? Or you just need a break from people. It's okay. But habitual isolation, you don't talk to anybody? You don't console with anybody? Right? That's sin too, because then that gets worse. And then suicide, and then homicidal ideations like we've seen.